Ladies and gents, we're back. Final episode of Monaco. Just want to do the quick recap of what's been going on, how things have, well, not what's been going on, but everything, you know, the postseason stuff, how our transfers went, and all of that. So as you can see, as we've talked about before, Monaco does finish second in the league. So 81 points. Let's go to the full league. 81 points. That does not give me the full league. Come on, league table. Thank you. 23, 12, and 3. 46 goal differential in the positive. Very good overall. I mean, that's a terrific season for most leagues. We just weren't able to pit PSG to the league title. 97 points, 31, 4, and 3. You know, what can you do? So we do have Champions League next year, coming in second out of the top 3. Dijon comes in at the top, you know, the other top 3 spot. 21, 6, and 11. 11 losses. 69 points. Very good. But as you can see, I mean, look at Bordeaux isn't just missed relegation spot. That actually could mean we could get Malcolm off them. Maybe somewhat cheap. Let's see, players. Is Malcolm still there? Yes, he is. So Amiens, Strasbourg, and Cayenne all finish in the relegation spots. It looks like there's going to be, I guess, there's a playoff. Lorient, Amiens. I don't know how this works. Yep, Lorient. Oh, so playoff position here in League 2, Ligue 2. I guess play the one of the relegation spots here. So the 18th spot. So Amiens, right? Did I get that right? Did I get that right? Yes, I did. Apparently. So that's what's going to happen. But again, Champions League spot, doing very well. You know, it's been a good season overall for the most part. Obviously, going to the schedule, there is a lot of green. There is a lot of yellow, whatever you want to call that, orange yellow. Would have been nice to have a little more green, but you know, in the end, it's basically the ties that killed us, and just 1-1 Strasbourg, Lille. You know, some of the teams that's Champions League, but Amiens. Teams that, you know, ended up, as you saw, in the relegation spot or close to, we could have won those. We should have won those, and we just didn't. So, tactically, could never get it right. I went, you know, 4-4-2 to a 4-2-4 to a, you know, I don't even know, 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3 type scenarios. With this team, I could not get anything going. So, let's take a quick look at the transfers in the squad. Let's go to the transfers tab. Transfer history. As you can see, actually we're 147k in the hole, but you know, whatever. So let's go down the list. Johnny, he started off bad. That first match he ever had against PSG got sent off. It was not a good time for him. But overall, you know, 19 appearances, 21, you know, from the bench included, 3 assists, okay. But 715 average rating, not too shabby. He's grown. Long throws, marking, anticipation, teamwork was good, work rate. He's still overall fairly good. I would consider him again, but he's probably more down the line a little bit. He's not amazing, but he's solid, he's good. He definitely had some really good games, some, you know, really bad games, but overall, the majority of the way he played was just good. He's not, you know, a world beater. I don't see him on the Spanish national team anytime soon, but you know, that's who he is. So let's go down the list. Alexander Golovin, 13.25, drunken mistake on my part. I really didn't use him nearly as much as I should have. I mean, obviously 20 appearances, mostly from the bench, 3 goals, 2 assists. He's got a cannon of a foot. I got it, if I remember correctly. 7.08 average rating isn't bad. But I think if he either A, had more game time, or B, was loaned out, and again, go back to A, had more game time, he would have developed a lot better. His potential ability is still through the roof. He's definitely a wonder kid. He's growing. There's a lot of potential in him. He just didn't really appear. He didn't really make it too far into my save. And that's too bad. That's, you know, a lot of that is just on me. I guess I threw a lot at him. Expected more of him, but oh well, that didn't happen. So, Carl Eiting. Another one I didn't really use all that much. A Wonder Kid, again, potential through the roof. As you can see, didn't really use him. 18 appearances, 12 from the bench, 6 starting, 703 average rating, 4 assists. Again, he's going to be fantastic growing up. So I just didn't use him enough. And, you know, what are you going to do? Definitely will feature more in coming years if I was to play. And definitely one that if I'm doing a long-term save, starting with a team either in relegation or in the championship, I definitely would look at him. He's fantastic, you know, and will be fantastic going forward. Look how fast his determination is going up, 14 already. But yeah, that's Iting. Let's go to Matt O'Reilly. Nothing to say about him because I just never used him. He had 1 appearance in the cup, 6.7 rating. That's about it. So Gerard Deulofeu. What I thought was I was going to get a huge deal for such a cheap price. What was he? 7.75 million from Barcelona. Valued at 31.5. So if I decide to sell him in the summer, he is definitely going to hopefully pick up a good price tag. But 98,000 per week, very expensive. Didn't do it for me at all. Very attacking minded. No defensive abilities whatsoever. He kind of pissed me off. He would get the ball, he'd run with the ball, he'd either keep the ball or try and pass it in, and when it was stolen or it just bounced back, however, he wouldn't track back. He wouldn't do anything. He was just kind of like, oh well, I'll just sit up here for a little while longer and see how it goes. So, not very excited about this one. Not one that I'm going to buy anytime soon. So, whatever. If I sell him, like I said, could definitely get a good deal. Moussa Dembele, the cream of the crop. Look, I mean, he's already at 3.5 star abilities. I know you're not supposed to really use the stars because they're based on your scouts and not the game itself. But 3.5 star ability, potential ability still through the roof. Agility, balance, climbing. His physicals are terrific. Everything about this boy is terrific. I mean, look at that. 16 appearances, 3 off the bench, 7.38 average rating. Yep. 13 goals, 3 assists. Only 1 penalty. That's fine. What is Penn's S? Penalty scored. Okay. 1 match in the Coupe de France, 8.8 average rating. I mean, I can't talk more highly about this kid. This is amazing. Hot damn, this guy's amazing. I'm tongue-tied because he was so good. Definitely one that you definitely should pick up. It is. I mean, he was 29 million. But if anyone came in for him, he'd be for a high price. He did have some weird games where he's just completely absent, and you really don't know why. Maybe it's that he was the lone striker. Maybe it was the people behind him just weren't getting him enough balls. He did seem to, earlier in the season, he seemed to be doing a little better when it was kind of 2 up front, but what are you going to do? So, but he, I mean, absolutely fantastic. Can't say enough high stuff, great stuff about him. Jacob Larsson, Rune Larsson from Dortmund, 14.5 million. First off, I mean, he plays all over the pitch. It's exactly what you need in a backup. He's only 2 star current ability. No, I threw him in kind of at the deep end. I probably shouldn't have expected as much as I kind of hoped for out of him. But again, potential is through the roof as always. He didn't have a lot of time to play. 7 games, 6.87 average rating, 1 goal. But, he did a solid job from what the 3D engine was showing me. And as a winger, I definitely, since with this tactic that I had no idea what I was doing with, it was good to have both a left winger and a kind of a left attacking winger. Actually, both. I mean, he can play both sides perfectly. So that's exactly what I wanted, and exactly what I personally think you should get in any kind of backup. And I mean, once he starts climbing up, get another star, maybe get another year under his belt, dude's going to be fantastic. He's going to be screaming up and down the field. I mean, okay, not screaming. Pace is only 14. Acceleration 15. Good, but not amazing. But definitely one to keep an eye on. So who else? Sabitzer, 17.5 million from Leipzig. Another one, plays both, on the line, on the halfway line, and the attacking positions, on the left and right. Exactly what I needed. I was really hoping for more from this guy. Having played in my Leipzig save, which I just finished up on the other channel, he was fantastic in that save. And I guess it's because of the people who were next to him and feeding him and who he was feeding. but in this save, he didn't really do much. 11 appearances, 1 off the bench, 6.98 average rating, 2 goals, 2 assists. You know, he's not your controversial player, only 1 yellow card in all those matches. But overall, he didn't really do a lot. I mean, the average rating of 6.98, I already said it, but it's average. It's not, you know, blow my skirt up, blow your socks off type of gameplay that I was really hoping for. But, you know, still somewhat solid. He's just not going to, you know, when you're, you know, down 2-1, who are you going to count on in this team? And apparently there's not a lot of people in this team that I would count on to actually attack the shit out of another player or another team and get that goal. So that's how that worked. Let's see. We have one more. William Goebbels. That's not how you pronounce it at all. I'm fairly certain. He played 2 games off the bench, 1 goal, 7.2 average rating, 5-star, 4 5-star potential ability. Yeah, it's going to be... I mean, this team, I swear to God, just go to the squad. The potential is through the roof. You know, if you start with the 3-star players from Subasic, who's old or older, definitely, you know, 33, you got a lot of high-age players, and then you got a lot of low-age players. Look at these potential abilities, though, and then you got a bunch of 4s. So, this team going forward could do very well if you had a manager who knew how to play tactically with them, and obviously bring a couple more in. But that's not going to be me. We will see. Plazzari's still coming in. Jean-Michel Seri's coming in. Mbappe obviously is going out. Trincao, I don't know. Marco Asensio. Did I go over these? I know Jean-Michel Seri's already coming in. We already knew that from, 5 months ago, 4 months ago. Plazzari we already knew. We know, if I haven't already said, Asensio is coming in. He's on 145k per week. I mean, this was one that you had to throw in there. I mean, not blowing the skirt up on his average rating with Real Madrid, but he's only had, you know, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, you know, games in La Liga. So obviously not playing a full season. He will be playing a full season, or he would be playing a full season. It was only for 15 million. Marco Asensio for 15 million. However, Deulofeu was only 7.75 million, and he was earning, 98,000 a week. This guy's earning 145 or whatever I just said. So, I may continue this just to see how it goes. I may just sim it like I did my Liverpool last year in FM17, just kind of to see how a new coach would, or a new manager would come in and take over this team and what they would do with it. But I think some players coming in are doing fairly well. Sarri's going to be good. Asensio is going to be good. Plazzari, another future goalkeeper, is going to be very good. I think Benaglio can finally leave, and we can continue on Plazzari as kind of our backup. Throw him in a little more than we did Benaglio. I knew I wasn't going to use him at all, but you know, Subasic was just doing a fantastic job. So, but that is where we leave it. Competitions. So we did win Coupe de la Ligue. We did run up, we were runners-up in the Trophée de Champion, which is Johnny's fuck-up. So, that's where we are. Let's see, we do have end-of-season awards. So, Fan Player of the Season, João Moutinho at 35%. I'm sure he's going to be gone in the summer. He's very good. He had some absolutely terrific games, not so many bad games, so that's very good. It's what you want to see. Signing of the season, Moussa Dembele, as we already saw, Young Player of the Season, Dembele. How could you go wrong? Alexander Golovin as the Goal of the Season. Let us check this one out. Against Lille. Oh my, I should see how he's doing. Because he's one I love picking up, because for Liverpool, he was fantastic last season. Obviously, if you haven't seen that, go check it out, because that was a good season. Won pretty much everything you could imagine. Very good way to send off the FM17 series and game as a whole. Thank you, finally. So Sidibe passes it into Yelmans, who I don't know what the hell that was. Up to Golovin, who just fires it. I don't know how the goalkeeper didn't stop that. But fantastic goal. That was definitely a good goal. I'm not sure goal of the season, but that's where we end it. So one other thing that I quickly mentioned, I think in the last episode, is Monaco did win the Under-19 Champions, or the National Championship, whatever you want to call it, with a 4-1 win over PSG. So that just means, Emile Niang, 9.0 average, or 0.0 rating, Angel Kaiser, I think he was one of the people we brought in through our youth setup, but 14 years old, playing in the under 19s. Amazing potential. He could actually wind himself up on the bench next season. Who wants him? Zoria are rumored to be interested in the Ukraine. Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe on loan, but that's about it. So squad dynamics, we did end up very well. Everyone loves us. There's a couple of, let's see. Let's go to the dynamics tab and let's just take a quick look at that. You can see match cohesion is good. Could have been better. I kind of wish it was grown a little better. Locker room atmosphere, everyone loves it. No, there's currently one unhappy player at the club. Wants to move to a club with a stronger squad, Fabinho. No one agrees and no one disagrees. So, hey, you've been fantastic. It's sad that you want to leave, but that's what are you going to do? So that is where we're going to end it. Very, very good season overall. Second place, I'm not going to scoff at it. So, but that is where we end it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for any of the support that you've given me over the season. We are going to start, finally, our City of Liverpool save. I've been dying to get to that. I just haven't been able to record, as we all know. I'm not going to get into that story again. But finally, I can sit down, and the next time I'm able to record, we'll get that going, get that underway, and just kick off and go running with it. So anyway, as I say, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and enjoy. 18 appearances, more than half, or more than about 3... Who is that? That's not even a phone number. Again, he's going to be fantastic growing up. Shut up. Jeez.